Now let's get updates straight from the Provincial Command Center in Cebu City. One News Cebu desk, Dale Israel, reports to us live. Dale, are search and rescue operations still ongoing at this point?
Yes, Maayong gabi, says yung search and rescue operations is still ongoing, and nagsabi ng PDRRMO ay the toll has already risen to 65 as of 6 p.m. tonight, and the total number of injuries has now reached 293 based on the PDRRMO situation report released here at the capital. A command center is currently being set up here at the capital, which will serve as the main hub also for receiving donations. Meanwhile, there are also calls for volunteers from Cebu City. We actually saw a lot of volunteers already, but they are all waiting for bus rides or ferry going to Bogo City, which is badly hit by the earthquake. Actually, there are now 100 volunteers, also student nurses, that will be deployed to Bogo City, but they are still waiting for vehicles to get them to Bogo City. The highway is already cleared going to Bogo, and these volunteer students are also spotted here at the capital. There are minor damage only here in Cebu City, and the ones here are just preparing to send help in the badly affected areas, which is in the north. Last night, as you can see in the videos, that the Cebu City Medical Center had to evacuate their patients. They moved into tents because after a few minutes after the earthquake, there was heavy rains throughout the city, and there's even flooding. So they had to put the patients on the tents. And the two hotels also, there are also two hotels that were sustained damage with ceilings falling from, these are two hotels located at a reclaimed lot here in Cebu City. Currently, the most urgently needed donations are clean drinking water and food. They are also asking for contractors to volunteer heavy equipment, which can be used from the retrieval operations in the north, which is according to the PDRRMO, the ones that are badly hit are the city of Bogo, Bantayan, San Remigio, and Medillian. Back to you guys.
Just to confirm, Dale, you mentioned that the roads leading to Bogo are now clear. That's around 3 hours out from Cebu City. What about the mga islands, no, like Bantayan Island? We also saw some clips there on social media. Have rescuers reached as far as there, and were they able to assess the damage?
Yes, as far as the smaller islands, the Bantayan Island is actually it's a tourist spot, but the PDRRMO said that they have already reached the part in Bantayan. There's not, they had to. They're still assessing the situation in Bantayan Island. But as far as the mainland is concerned, here in Dan Bantayan, San Bogo, and Medillian, that's where the bulk of the fatalities were located.
Well, Dale, you are a native of Cebu. Tell us about your experience last night, because according to FIVOX, intensity 7 was also felt there. Would you say this was the strongest earthquake you've felt in your lifetime there in Cebu?
Yes, actually last night when I was about to go to sleep, when suddenly the whole house shook and our dog started barking loudly, and I couldn't move for a while because I froze, and honestly I panicked. But the glassware that I had on top of the table and on the cabinet fell, and they all fell, and the people in our barangay ran out of their houses. Some actually took to the streets, while others looked around in fear and confusion. Everyone eventually returned to their homes after a few minutes in our barangay, actually. But the shaking was more than, from what I've experienced, it's 20 seconds to 30 seconds shaking, and it was really intense. And it was actually the second time I've had something like that. The one was in 2013, where the epicenter is in Bohol. And now it's here in Cebu.
How were the aftershocks?
After the aftershocks was like after the big shaking, and after that, after 2 minutes, may aftershock na, and then on and off, there's a 3-minute gap between the aftershock. There's another 3-minute to 4-minute gap, may aftershock na. That goes on until at dawn, and so I was able only to sleep around 3 a.m. after the aftershock mellowed down.
How about today, Dale? Are they still continuing
Yeah, because
these aftershocks?
just to add, Dale, no, ang sabit, tama ba, ng FIVOX is up to a month you could experience aftershocks there.
Tama, tama. I was expecting it to continue. I mean, the aftershocks to continue because from what I have experienced when the Bohol quake happened, the aftershocks came was experienced about a month after the earthquake had. After we had the earthquake in Bohol, but now here in Cebu, I was expecting it to last even a week or 2 or 3 weeks after.
Dale, since you're in the command center no, in the provincial capital, I just wanted to ask about the engineering audit. Usap-usapan natin, syempre, no, ang faulty substandard public works projects. When is the provincial government deploying, I don't know, engineers to check on, public infra, buildings, etc.?
Actually, the governor, our Cebu governor, is already there in Bogo, and from what I've learned last night, she brought with him engineers from the provincial government to assess the condition of the infrastructure, especially the government buildings and bridges here that were damaged from the quake. So these engineers are currently in Bogo City. They are also in other areas like Midilien and in San Remigio, where a complex actually collapsed while there was a basketball game ongoing at around 10 o'clock last night.
Dale, where are most of the casualties coming from? And what was the cause of death? Were they in buildings, or was it because of landslide, rock slides?
Most of the casualties are, the 30 of these casualties are in Bogo City, and there's also 12 fatalities in Medellin. There are 15 casualties in San Remigio, and about 1 in Sogod, and 5 casualties in Tabogon, and 1 in Bourbon. So the ones in San Remigio are mostly the ones watching the game of basketball at the collapsed sports complex in San Remigio.
And Dale, just wanted to go back to your report about the hospitals. You did mention about 290 people are injured. Kamusta ang sitwasyon sa mga hospital? Full capacity na ba sila? And there were also images of patients being treated outside already. The hospitals, nailipat ba sila sa better equipped facilities?
May nanganak pa. Outside. Tama.
Outside.
Yeah.
Tama. These are patients that are still waiting for transport to bring them to Cebu City. The hospitals, the private hospitals here in Cebu City have already signified that they are willing to accept patients coming from Bogo City. But the problem now is transportation from Bogo City to Cebu City, which is about a 3-hour drive from Bogo going to Cebu. So they're waiting for volunteers.
Dale, what's causing the difficulty? Are some roads impassable? Ano yung difficulty?
The roads actually, as of this morning, were cleared so that relief items, relief goods already reached portions of Bogo. So some especially the highways, they're already cleared from obstruction, from boulders that fell from the mountains. The problem is just the lack of ambulances to bring these patients to Cebu City.
And the length of time it takes to travel.
That's 3 hours.
Right. So, Dale, any more appeals to the national government? What else is direly needed?
Right now, the CDRRMO said that they all need clean water and food for those who are in Bogo, and equipment that could. There's actually a housing project there in Bogo City, where the houses collapsed. So they need this construction materials or heavy equipment that could get the people. They believe that there are still people below the rubble in the housing project in Bogo.
All right. Daghang salamat, Dale Israel. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and with the people of Cebu.